Hey YouTube, Dixieland Customs here. It's been a good minute since I've done an update on the Murray Mutter. So I'm just going to walk around and show you the things that I've done since my last video. My last video I didn't have these mud tires on here. These are 22 by 11 by 8 Duro mud busters with tubes in them. Now my friend gave these to me for free, and they fit right on the lawn tractor rim. Way better than turf savers, so I'll be using these until I have the money to get some ITP mud lights or something like that. Most likely mud lights, I haven't decided yet. This is an ATV rack. I'm not sure what ATV it came off of, but it was given to me by a friend who also builds mud mowers. Well, he used to. And I just took some grade A bolts and bolted it to the body right here, and it's very sturdy, very strong, and it also doubles as a rear bumper, and I can pick up the entire mower with this. I can strap stuff to it. There's multiple uses, hang on to it while I'm riding, try not to tip over, all kinds of stuff. I can tie stuff to it, tie stuff down, gas, things of that nature. I can tow people with it. I can hook something up to it, but I don't really need to do that because I've got this towing shackle right here in the hitch hole, and I just got a bungee cord hooked to my rack to keep that from rattling around while I'm riding. Now this is a military grade waterproof ammo can. Holds all my stuff, keeps it nice and dry, and I've got that bolted onto my little ATV rack with grade A nuts and bolts, washers, and I've got these little rubber gasket seals on the nuts and bolts to keep the waterproof state of this canister after I drilled the holes in them. So I had to have some kind of way to attach it to this ATV rack. Now this was in my last video, but I didn't go over how I did it. My exhaust. This is a single cylinder Briggs & Stratton 12.5 horse IC Gold, 28 cubic inch, 450cc flathead engine, and this is a Cobra ATV muffler. I don't know what ATV this muffler was meant for. I'm pretty sure it was meant for a Kawasaki Bayou 250, but don't quote me on that. It was given to me by a friend, and what I did was I just took some lawnmower pipe and welded it up all the way back to just old scrap lawnmower pipe to a little flange, and then I welded a flange onto the muffler and then bolted both flanges together with nuts and bolts. Didn't want to weld the muffler all the way to the exhaust, just in case I didn't like the way it sounded, or if I wanted to transfer it to a different motor. Let's say I wanted to run an OHV on here, I'd have to change the exhaust up. I wouldn't want to have to keep cutting that and welding it, so I can just unbolt it from that pipe and go straight pipe or transfer it to another thing. That flange that's on that muffler fits most of everything. This is my pulley pull start. It's just a mower deck pulley bolted straight to the flywheel. This thing's not being used for anything, it's just on there just cause. I painted it red to match the motor. I think it looks really good. Stock carburetor, stock air filter. I was going to get one of those Mikuni ATV carburetors for this motor until it started knocking, because I beat the shit out of it. It smokes a little bit, costs a little oil at the PCV every now and then. I mean, it was built in 1993, and it's been used to cut grass ever since, and it's been sitting a while, and I got it running again, and I just beat the ever-loving shit out of it. It's ungoverned with a gas pedal. This is a 6-inch pulley on the engine, 4-inch pulley on the transmission. It's got a double pulley clutch that I built myself. The front tires are stock for right now, but pretty soon I'm gonna do like Fearless Front did, and I'm gonna put the bronze flange bushings in there, and that'll take a lot of the slack and spindle play out. And I'm gonna get some front tires probably just like his, those 18-inch Snow Hogs. These are 6-inch rims, but I got a pair of 8-inch rims over there to go on the front of this. I did the Fearless Front steering stop mod, but you can't really see it because it's covered in muck and shit, because I took this thing through one of Alabama's bumpiest and roughest ATV parks, and it survived, sorta. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. I've got my toggle kill switch right here. and gas pedal right here. It's just ungoverned, ran straight to the throttle on the carburetor with the return spring. And the stock Murray shifter grip thingy works as a great pad for your gas pedal. Just added that to there. I think it looks nice and tidy. And then for my shifter, this is a little shifter handle off of MCD garden tractor. It's a lot better of a grip. I like it better in my opinion. So yeah, that's a walk around on the mud mower. Yeah, it did pretty good in the ATV park. It never really got stuck. To be honest with you, I had these tires on there when I took it through there. It's a lock diff, Peerless 205, 5-speed, pulley swapped, ungoverned motor, and it does about 30 miles an hour. I clocked it at 27, so I'd say about 30. And I beat the shit out of it. And I only have the 4 bolts on the rear holding the transmission on. Murrays don't really come with the front mounts, and I was going to weld some up and, you know, make it reinforced so that wouldn't happen. But I just got too ahead of myself and I got too anxious to ride this thing, and now I'm going to have to get a new bottom case from the lawnmower junkyard to put on that transmission and build those mounts. And these tires I have aired up way too high, the PSI, so just let a little bit of air out of my tires just to cushion it a little bit more. It'll make the ride smoother, and put those front mounts on and reinforce everything, and that won't ever happen again. But it's a locked MST 205. It's just welded spider gears, and it has the extra bearings on the side. You know, some of them will have just the axle resting on the transmission case, but this has the needle bearings, I think that's what they are. It's got extra bearings on it. And then my belt system got a 6-inch pulley on the engine. That's a 4-inch pulley that I'm using as a spacer, and it's being held on with this bolt right here. That's a 6-inch cast iron 1-inch bore pulley with the keyway that fits that engine. And here I've got my double pulley clutch that I made, inspired by designs of Fearless Front and Lonnie Puppet Kicker. And got my little idler pulley over here. It's not adjustable. I don't really need it to be adjustable in my case. And then I got a 4-inch pulley on the transmission, and that is the pulley that was meant to fit on there. It's a steel pulley, but unfortunately the set screw hole stripped, and it shot my Woodruff key out, and I just got really pissed at it, so I just welded it to the input shaft. And ever since I welded it to the input shaft, I haven't had any problems out of it at all. It's been great. So yeah, my belt system's awesome, works great, it's got plenty of tension on it. Yeah, so I mean, that's it. Stock steering, stock tie rods. Pretty soon I might be beefing up the steering. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Yeah, those mounts that I was telling you about, they go from on a bar down here to this hole, and they bolt up, and you can like weld some triangulated steel on there to reinforce them, but I just didn't do none of that, and I really should have. Now what I'm going to do, BJ Garage, what they did is they took for the brakes, they took a BMI Carts brake caliper with a 1-inch bore and a 6-inch rotor. And they took the rotor, and it fit right over the stock one. They welded it on there, got rid of the stock caliper, and welded some brackets for the BMI caliper. And they hooked it all up. It's a mechanical caliper, and it makes it stop on the dime. The stock brake on lawnmowers ain't worth a shit, so if you're going to modify it to go fast, of course most people know this, but just the stock brakes ain't even going to cut it. Hell, the stock brakes barely even stop it at stock speeds, which is pretty pathetic. But this is a great transmission. For those of you that know, Peerless are the best mud mower transmissions you could possibly get for mudding or racing or whatever. Beats just about everything else. These are 3/4 inch axles, of course. This is an MST 205. If you want 1-inch axles, you got to get an 820. Now, there's other ways of speeding it up other than the pulley swap. You can swap the final drive gears in it, but you have to have an 800 or 900 series Peerless. It won't work on a 205, 206. So yeah, this is my mud mower. If you want to see a video of it running and driving, just go around my channel. I do walk-arounds and top speed runs, and I haven't gotten any videos of me mudding yet, just because whenever I did go mudding, it was dark out. But whenever I do, I'll get it on video. And for these front lights right here, I was using the stock bulbs, and they burn out whenever I sunk this thing. So what I'm going to do is just get rid of these and get some 4-inch waterproof LED light bar style pods and just put them in there and hook them to my battery. So yeah, that's a walk around of my mud mower. Thanks for watching.